Welcome back, everybody, to the Washington Nationals MLB 26 franchise. We are very, very close to the trade deadline on the 29th, actually now the 30th of July. We are tied with the Braves, first place in the National League East, 2.5 games that got ahead of the Mets, and we've got 3 games against the Mets, 4 against the Phillies. We actually have 3 more against the Mets here coming up in this episode, and I want to show you something. I had some trade offers out. I didn't show you what the trade offers were, but I had some trade offers. And as soon as I advanced out of this game, we were hit with this blockbuster trade screen where you picked up Brady Singer from the Cardinals for Howard Carlberg, a potential starting pitcher, and Jacob Young, center fielder, and trying to trade him. Don't want to pay $12 million for a backup center fielder, no matter how good he is. And that $12 million is going to eat half of Singer's away. And there's Brady Singer's ratings, really good strikeouts against lefties, and on the season with the Cardinals, 104 hits in 124 innings, only 16 home runs, 38 walks, 106 strikeouts, 3.70 ERA, and he is signed for 2 more seasons, so it's not a rental. We will have him for 2 more years. So we picked up a really, really good pitcher to improve our rotation. He's got 3 quirks down here: day player, stopper, and break outlier, so that will help during gameplay as well. And so excited to get that trade. And if we hop over to the trade hub, we have some trades still out here. Trying to get Kazuma Okamoto from the Brewers. They countered our offer and went Gavin Feen. I'm thinking about it. Also offered up Willie Castro to get Denzel Clark to replace Young. So if we get rid of Castro, we'll replace him with Okamoto and still have a really, really good, fast, speedy defensive outfielder in Clark. And check out our pitching rotation. Brady Singer is going to replace Roki Sasaki in the rotation. See Roki's numbers on the year. Not bad, but if you look at his last 10 starts, 5 runs, 2 runs, 1 earned, 4 runs, 5 runs, 5 runs. Had a really rough stretch, and I'm going to put him in the bullpen where he's done best for us and let that 99 pitching clutch really do some work for us. We upgrade our starting pitcher really, really well right there. And I'm actually going to put Singer in for Sasaki, but we're going to push him ahead in the rotation. Going to slide him up where Brad Lord is. The Lord's going to be the number 4 starter now. We'll monitor Andrew Alvarez and see what happens there. We won't need a 5th pitcher in the playoffs, but Rookie's going to be our long reliever. And until we get a trade done for an outfielder, we're going to have an extra pitcher. And let's show you the other trades that are still out here. Trying to trade off Cole Henry and get a prospect outfielder from the Mets. That's just a minor trade. This one really want to get Jose Caballero. So if we make this trade to get Okamoto, he goes and plays 3rd. Then we trade Castro to get this fast defensive center fielder in Denzel Clark. And now we need somebody that can back up 2nd, short, and 3rd. And that's Jose Caballero. And that would let us send Brock Wilkin down to the minors, let him play every day. Tony Tulibitz, he was drafted in our first draft. I really like him a lot. Power hitting, switch hitter, first baseman. But he is right at, I think his max potential is 73, so he's not going to get much better. And Detroit needs a first baseman, so he would actually get to go there and play all the time. I'm offering up Foster Griffin to kind of offset the money for Caballero and see if that will entice them to make the deal. I offered Tulibitz actually for Okamoto. They didn't want it. They came back with this Feen offer, and I don't think they'll do Tulibitz straight for Caballero, so let's see if they'll take a pitcher along with it. But that's going to be a big 4-part trade as we include the trade for Brady Singer to improve not only our backups, but our starter at 3rd, backup on the middle infield, and new pitcher in the rotation. So need to advance forward to see if these trades get accepted by the deadline or not. And, if we don't trade away Castro, then I don't need to make this trade. And then I don't need to make this trade. So this trade right here is what these other ones are dependent on. If we end up getting Okamoto, but we don't get Caballero, then I'll make Castro our utility infielder and send Wilkin down. So I just wanted somebody that could play a little bit higher quality defense and have more speed in Caballero. So we need to get into this series against the Mets and see if these trades are going to get accepted. And trades and trade offers aren't the only thing we did. We also re-signed 4 pitchers. Jojo Romero, 2 years, 22 mil total. Jose Alvarado, 2 years, 19.5. Justin Sterner, 3 years, 20.8. And Andre Granillo, 2 years at 6.3. So we avoided arbitration on 2 of them, extended Alvarado and Romero. And that pretty much sets a good chunk of our bullpen, although Granillo may end up spending time in the minors. He'll be kind of a swing guy back and forth, but we're going to lock down our pitching staff, both on the starters and the bullpen, for the next 2 to 3 years. That is our window for all of our best players. Buxton, McClanahan, all those guys are all excited, signed for 2 more years behind this year. So we've got this year and 2 more to try and get that world championship before we have to pivot and go with some more younger players. And now it's time to get into these games and see if we have any more trades that go through. I'm going to actually just hit triangle and see if we get a critical situation in this first game. Cade Horton and Zach Wheeler. Definitely going to pitch with Brady Singer in this game in his debut. We may have other players make their debut in that game as well. I'll have to wait and see if any other trades go through, but that's what we're going to do here. I had to send Andre Granillo down to AAA because they had too many pitchers on the Major League side, and he's actually going to go down there and be their closer. So game 1, Cade Horton, Zach Wheeler. And we do have a situation. We are trailing 1-0 in the bottom of the 8th. Man at the corners, 2 out. Edwin Diaz facing Vinny Pasquantino. Let's hop in here and, you know what? I'm going to watch Vinny. Let's see if Vinny can do it all on his own. All right, Diaz. It's got to be his second batter he's faced, he's throwing 3 pitches. And there's a ground ball right back to the pitcher on the very first pitch. And that didn't take very long, did it? Wow. Look at this box score. Home run by Luis Garcia. That's the 3rd home run he's hit off of us this year alone. Wheeler, 7 shutout innings. Our side, 5 hits, 3 walks. Horton pitched great. Bullpen, Fairbanks gives up the loss. Takes the loss, gives up a run late. It had to be a home run. Had to be Garcia's, right? And we advance today and see if any trades go through. And we did get Denzel Clark for Willie Castro. So that gives us the outfielder that we were missing. Now there's 4 of them here. Okay, R1. They rejected Cole Henry for Simon Juan. That's okay. Didn't expect it to go through. Next one. Oh, they withdrew it. I'll offer that up again. I took too long. And they countered. They want Tulibits for Caballero. No pitcher involved. So we'll go ahead and make this trade, and then I'll try and get the Okamoto one done too. All right, so that trade goes through. And we offered this one back up, see what they say. And so now we wait on the other trade. In the meantime, Brock Wilken is going to play every day at third base until that trade gets made. If it doesn't get made, then he will be our third baseman for the rest of the year, at least until Dunbar comes up in September. Then Dunbar will be our everyday third baseman. Clark backs up all the outfield spots. Look at that defense. Guy's phenomenal. Plus, he has great speed. And then Caballero is going to get a backup job at short, second, third, left, center, and right. He's got great defense as well. Good contact. So we got some more speed on the team and flexibility position-wise. And we'll just see how this goes. I'm actually going to move these guys around in the lineup just one little bit. That should be okay. Now we go to game 2. Brady Singer, Luis Severino. I'm going to hop in and pitch with Brady. And I know I said I was going to pitch with Brady Singer, but I have changed my mind, and we're going to watch him pitch. I want to see how he does when I don't have control over him. All important game 2 in this series. Here's his numbers with the Cardinals. Let's see if we can improve on that strikeout rate. He is a sinker ball pitcher, so he's going to keep the ball down. First man he's going to face, center fielder TJ Friedel. The first pitch is a fly ball into center field. Buxton racing back and looking up, and it is high off the wall. Gets the ball back in, and Friedel takes the first pitch, almost takes it out. And the Mets are going to have a man in scoring position after just one pitch, and that'll bring in Juan Soto now. And on second, and nobody out. And first pitch swinging at him, knocked down by Abrams, throws, and it pulls Chaparro off the base. And they're going to give him an error on the play. That's a pretty tough call there. See the replay. Smash up the middle, makes a diving stop, and just rushed the throw and pulled him off the bag. So they do give him an error, and we have men at the corners now and nobody out. We've only had 2 pitches the entire game. And stepping in is Luis Garcia. He's already victimized his former team with 2 home runs this year, maybe even 3. I might have lost count. Here's the 1-0 pitch to him. Here's a ground ball to third base. Wilkins got it, throws a second for one, relay to first. There we go. 5-4-3 double play. We've had 4 pitches in this game. A double, a single, and a double play, and they scored on the play. So now Frankie Lindor is going to come up. Nobody on, 2 out. Here in the top of the first, he's got a 3-1 count, and the pitch is way outside for ball 4. So the inning continues as Lindor gets a 2-out walk. That'll bring in Pete Alonso. I'm not sure when they got him back. First pitch is a strike, throw down, and Lindor is in safe with a stolen base. Alonso played 3 years with the Orioles and came back at some point. I'll have to look up to see when that was. He's down 0-2, and the pitch is a high fly ball down the left field line. McVay playing left field today, racing over, and just in foul territory, he's got it for the 3rd out. So very busy first inning for Brady Singer in his debut with the Nats as the Mets are up 1-0. On the mound for the Mets today, Luis Severino, 11-5 on the year. Those 11 wins are like 3rd or 4th in the National League, so got a tough guy on the mound today. Hopefully we can get to him early. Tom McVay struck out to start this game for the Nationals, so Woods in now. 2-0 pitch, and here's a high fly ball into right center field. Racing back is Benj, and it's gone. James Wood ties this game up with 1 swing of the bat. See you later for sure. His 29th home run of the season as he puts it over the big scoreboard there in right center field, and we have a tie ball game. That would be the only run we would score in about a half of the inning, but James Wood ties things up with the long ball as we head to the 2nd inning. All-important game 2 here against the Mets. And leading off for the Mets here in the second baseman Josh Smith. See his numbers there. Got his Silver Slugger in 2024. Got a 2-2 count on him. Here's the pitch from Singer. Here's a high fly ball down the right field line, and that ball is gone. Off the foul pole, and just like that, 1 batter into the 2nd inning, the Mets retake the lead as they go deep. Man, they are teeing off on Singer early and often in their counts, not waiting for a lot of pitches. And Smith, wasn't sure if it's going to stay fair or not. See this replay. Crushed it high and deep, and doink off the screen there. Now bring in Francisco Alvarez. Nobody on, nobody out. So he has a 10-game hit streak. I'd take those offensive numbers at catcher. He's behind 0-2. Here's the pitch from Singer, and swings and misses and strikes out on the sinker. And that's the 1st out here in the 2nd inning. First strikeout of the game for Singer, and that'll bring in right fielder Carson Benj, former Rookie of the Year. And a bit of a down season. And he's behind 0-2. Here's the pitch. And has a high fly ball into right field. Wood racing towards the corner, and he's going to have that for the 2nd out. As we kept him in the park. That'll bring in Ben Cowles, the 3rd baseman. Don't know much about him. There's his numbers on the season. Must be because, I don't know, he must be giving Brett Beatty the day off. Here's a 2-2 pitch, and he swings and misses and strikes out. So we get a home run by Josh Smith to start the inning. Singer rebounds, gets the next 3 guys out, but the Mets retake the lead 2-1 as we head to the bottom of the 2nd inning. And we're going to hop to Jose Caballero's debut at-bat for the Nationals. Just got him in the trade. First 2 guys in the inning made out, so he's going to step in with nobody on and 2 out. 0-1 count. Pitch from Severino is a line shot and caught by Josh Smith. Thought that might get over his head, but it didn't, and he snags that for the 3rd out as we fail to score, and we're down 2-1 after 2. Leading things off here in the 3rd, TJ Friedl doubled off the wall first time up, and first pitch swinging again, another base hit to right field past a diving Chaparro. So Friedl has only seen 2 pitches all game. He's hit a double and a single. What a pest. That'll bring in Soto. First pitch to him, and here's a shot over Wilkins' head into left field. So they are just jumping on the first pitch of at-bats against Singer. Must know something that we don't know. And now they have 2 men on and nobody out. And that'll bring in Luis Garcia. Very dangerous hitter. You know he has a big clutch rating. Here's a shot in the left field down the line. That's going to get down into the corner. 1 run's going to score. Throw comes back in. And they're going to stop Soto at third. So 3 straight hits this inning, and now it's 3-1 Mets. Bench loves it. And Frankie Lindor is going to step in now. We're still in trouble. Second and third and nobody out. Count full. Walk wouldn't be the worst thing. Here's the pitch. And take strike 3. Wow. Just stood there and took it. I'll take that. That's third strikeout of the game. First out of the inning. And that'll bring up Pete Alonso. And he's down 0-2. Here's a pitch from Singer, and he swings and misses and chases the slider. So 2 huge strikeouts by Singer with men in scoring position. Up to 4 Ks now. Get a replay of the strikeout. Just snapped it off down below the zone, and he chased the slider. And wow, pitching his way out of serious trouble in this inning. That'll bring in Josh Smith, who homered off the foul pole his last time. 2 on, 2 out here in the third. Here's the first pitch, and here's a little one hopper to second base, throw to first, and we get out of the jam. Can you believe that? Luis Garcia gives them a 3-1 lead. Could have been a lot worse than that as we got the next 3 guys out and only trail by 2 going to the bottom of the third. And we'll pick this up in the bottom of the third. Tom McVeigh got a 2-out single as they try to pick him off. So we got a man on first and 2 out for James Wood. And a home run his first time. Clutch situation here. First pitch from Severino. There's a high fly ball into right field. Benj back to the track, to the wall, and he did it again! James Wood, his second home run of the game. He's driven in all of our runs with 2 home runs. See you later again, and that gives him 30 on the season. He's been a one-man wrecking crew, one-man offense for the Nats tonight. As we get a 2-out rally with a single and a home run. He just hammers that pitch into the back of the bullpen. There we go. That would be all the runs we would score inning, but that would be enough as we have a tie game now. 3-3 after 3. Need somebody else besides Wood to start waking up on offense, though. And we'll pick this game up in the top of the 4th. Francisco Alvarez struck out his first time. He's going to step in to get things started for the Mets. Heading to count 3-1. Here's the pitch, and just missed for ball 4, so he's going to get a leadoff walk. Mets will have a man on base again. 4th straight inning with a man on. That'll bring in Carson Benj. Singer with a long look. First pitch to Benj, and here's a high fly ball into center field. Buxton racing over, and he'll settle under it and have that for the first out. Alvarez has to go back to first. That'll bring in Ben Cowles, who struck out looking his first time. 1 on, 1 out. Tie game here in the 4th. He's worked the count full. Here's the pitch from Singer, and as a ground ball in front of the plate. Loma Vida's got it, throws to second, gets the lead runner, and that's all we're going to get. Basically a swinging bunt there on the play, but great play by Loma Vida to get the lead man, and now they have 1 on and 2 out. He's not in scoring position. Good, because TJ Friedel's coming in. 2 for 2 with a double and a single. He's only seen 2 pitches all night. Behind 1 and 2, so he's already seen at least 3 this at bat. And here's a shot into right field. Wood is going to go over and have that, so he doesn't get on base. Finally, this game stays tied. 3-3 as we head to the bottom of the 4th inning. Esquintino, Chaparro, and Abrams coming up. And we would fail to score, go down 1-2-3. No, not 1-2-3. Chaparro had a single, but we retired him. And here's a first pitch swing again by Soto. Abrams gets it, and this time he guns him out at first base. No error on that play. That'll bring in Luis Garcia with nobody on and 1 out. That's not looking at a whole lot of pitches. Garcia behind 1-2. Here's the pitch from Singer, and ground ball to first base. Chaparro's got it. He'll race to the bag, and that's the 2nd out. There we go. Finally get 2 men out to start the inning. That'll bring in Frankie Lindor. First pitch to him. There's a ground ball to second base. Abrams got it. Throw to first, and there we go. Our first 1-2-3 inning of the ball game. We go to the bottom half here in the 5th inning. Still 3-3. Leading off here in the bottom of the 5th, third baseman Brock Wilken. Could be our everyday third baseman if we can't get that trade for Okamoto. Runs the count full. Loma Vida on deck. Here's the pitch. Here's a shot in the left field, and that's going to get down and off the wall. Soto tracks it down. Throw comes back in, and Wilken slides in with a double, so we get our leadoff man on and in scoring position. Nice job there, Brock. His 5th double of the season. That'll bring in Loma Vida. Hitless in the series, grounded out his first time. He's filled in very capably with Harry Ford being injured. Got a 2-2 count. Here's the pitch from Severino. There's a line shot over short. That's going to get down and go all the way to the wall. Wilkins going to score. And Loma Vida heading for second. He's going to be in with an RBI double as they switch spots. And now we have a 4-3 lead. Finally have somebody other than Wood providing offense. See this replay. Just a line drive. Lindor not tall enough, and it gets all the way down to the wall. There we go. Asked for it, and we got it. And that's going to be it for Severino. He's done. They're going to go to the pen. They've seen enough. See who they trot in out of the pen. That's going to be a right-hander, Nick Birdie. See, he's having a rough season. 7.38 ERA. Both sides hitting over 280, and Tom McVeigh's going to step in now, the man on second base and nobody out. He singled and scored on the home run by Wood his last time up. Here's the 1-0 pitch from Birdie. And it's a ground ball to first base. Garcia's got it. He'll step on the bag, but Loma Vida is going to go to third on the play. I have still man in scoring position with 1 out. Back fly can get that in. And James Wood's going to step in. 2 for 2. 2 home runs, 3 RBI. Been the main part of the offense until this inning. 2-2 count on him and the pitch. And he swings through the changeup and strikes out. So Birdie pitches around Wood. They finally retire him. Now it's going to take a hit to get this run in as Buxton steps in 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a ground out. So he's got 1 for 6 in the series. Got a 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Here's a line drive. Base hit to center field, and it's going to be 5-3. There we go. Oh, and center field bobbles it. Throw comes in, and Buxton's going to be in. And no error. They're going to give him a double on the play. Wow, that should be a single and an error. See this replay. Line drive base hit. Friedel comes over and kicks it. How that's not an error, I don't know, but I'll take the double. And that'll bring in Vinny. He's 0 for 6 in the series. Another 2-out extra base hit. He's down 1-2. Here's the pitch from Birdie, and hits him on the thigh. Hey, my least favorite thing, 2-strike hit by pitch, and we get the benefit of that. And that'll bring in Chaparro now. 1 for 2 with a single. 2 on, 2 out here in the 5th. Up 5-3. Can he come through in a clutch and give us another run? 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. And here's a shot into right field. That's going to off Benj's glove. That's going to score a run. The throw comes back in. And Pasquantino slides in safe at third base. Great diving attempt there by Benj, but he couldn't come up with it. And Buxton scores on the play. Here's the replay. Sinking line drive. Dives. He's lucky he knocked it down because that would have scored everybody and been triple or more. Now we have a 6-3 lead. And they're going back to the bullpen. Birdie couldn't get it done. Bringing their third pitcher of the inning. It's going to be a left-hander, Brian Hudson. See his numbers, not that stellar either. Bringing him in to face C.J. Abrams. 2 on, 2 out, 6-3 lead now here in the bottom of the 5th. First pitch to C.J. is a ground ball to third base. Cowles has it, throws a second for the force, and the Mets are finally out of the inning. But the Nationals score 3 runs in the inning, expand this out to a 6-3 lead. Everybody's starting to chime in on offense. We'll pick this up in the top of the 6th. Pete Alonso, first man in for the Mets. Here's a high fly ball to left, and that one's gone. Wow. Another first pitch hit, first pitch extra base hit. I don't know what it is with Singer, but they are jumping all over the first pitch of at-bats. And that's Alonso's 21st home run of the season. And now it's a 6-4 game. They don't take long at all to respond. That'll bring in Josh Smith, who homered earlier in the game. Nobody on and nobody out. 2-2 count on him. Here's the pitch. Here's a high fly ball into center field. Buxton racing back, and it is high off the wall. Throw comes back in, and he slides in safe with a double. It's his second double they've hit to that spot today. Lucky to keep that in the park, and that's going to be it for Brady Singer. We're tired of seeing extra base hits. Kind of had an up-and-down debut for the Nationals. Sinker ball pitcher, and they're hitting the ball all over the place for extra base hits. If he can improve on that next time. And coming in out of the pen for us is going to be right-hander Bill Maton. Just brought him back in a trade for Griffin Jacks. Hopefully he can get things turned around because our bullpen has been very volatile. Let's use that word. Alvarez is going to step in now. Man in scoring position, nobody out. 0-2 count, and the pitch is strike 3. Wow, big, huge curveball that clipped the bottom of the strike zone. Alvarez can't believe it. I'll take it. That'll bring in Carson Benj now. 0 for 2 with 2 flyouts. And at second, 1 out. Pitch from Maton is on the way. Here's a ground ball to short. Grabbed there by Caballero. Throw to first, and the runner has to hold at second, because that's the second out of the inning. That'll bring in third baseman Ben Cowles. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a fielder's choice. Going to take a hit from the Mets to get another run this inning. 2-2 count on Cowles. Here's the pitch, and he swings and misses and strikes out for the second time tonight. So Maton strands that runner at second base. But Pete Alonso, leadoff home run, gets this down to a 2-run game. So we head to the bottom of the 6th inning. And we are going to jump to the bottom of the 8th inning. It's still 6-4 Nationals. Not much going on. Nobody on, 2 out. Jose Caballero at the plate. 0 for 3 on the night. Still looking for his first hit with his new team. And the pitch is a shot in the left field. And it drops in front of Soto. There we go. So Caballero gets a hit in his Nationals debut. Get a man on with 2 out, but he would be stranded. Now we go to the top of the 9th inning. Garrett Whitlock coming in out of the pen for the Nationals, try and save this game, even up this series. Like the scoreboard says, slam the door on the Mets. Here's his numbers on the season, 27 out of 31 in saves. He's going to have to face Carson Benj, start the top of the 9th inning. Benj is 0 for 3 on the day. Heading to count 1-0. Long look by Whitlock in his time. Here's the pitch. There's a shot in the right field. That's going to get down, and it's off the wall. Wood throws the ball back in, and Benj gets in with a leadoff double. So that's going to bring the tying run to the plate. Another extra base hit for the Mets. Ben Cowles steps in, having a rough night. 2 strikeouts. Swinging bunt that resulted in a force at second. He's down 0-2. Here's a pitch from Whitlock. And strike 3 on the outside corner as he stands there and looks and strikes out for the 3rd time tonight. See this replay. Snapped that pitch off, locked him up, and right there on the corner at the knees. Not much you can do about that. That'll bring in TJ Friedl now. 2 for 4 with a single and a double. First pitch to him. Here's a line drive. Base hit in the left center field. That gets down and goes all the way to the wall. It's going to be a 6-5 game now as Friedl is going to be in with his 2nd double of the day. First RBI for him, and now we have a 1-run game, and Friedel's a tying run at second base. The Mets are loving it. They're going to pinch run for him with Nathan Church. A little more speed, a little better defense, too, if they tie this game up. That'll bring in Juan Soto. And on second, 1 out, 3-0 count. Walk wouldn't be the worst thing. Here's the pitch. Here's a shot caught by Chaparro. Leaping catch. Keeps that ball out of the corner. Keeps this game tied. Wow. What a play there at first base by Chaparro. See the pitch. See the replay, sorry. And a leaping catch. And that would have scored Church for sure. And that'll bring in Garcia, still with that high 90s clutch rating. And on second and 2 out. He's down 0-2. Here's a pitch from Whitlock. And chases it and strikes out. And Whitlock finishes this game off. Gives us a little drama there with the 2 doubles and a run scored. But he managed to hang on, get the 6-5 win. Yes, the Nats win again. And now we even up this series at 1 apiece. As the fireworks go off. Singer gets the win in his debut. Severino the loss. Whitlock his 28th save. Like I said, this series is tied at 1. Check the box score. 3 hits for Friedl, 2 for Soto, 2 for Smith, 3 walks. They had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 doubles, 2 homers, stolen base. Severino gives up 5 in 4 innings. Birdie gives up what ends up being the game-winning run. Wood, 2 hits and 3 RBIs. Both those hits home runs. Chaparro had 2 hits. Lamavita, 2 hits. Singer, 4 runs in 5 innings, 7 hits. But the bullpen did their job till the very end. Whitlock, like I said, a little drama there, but he hangs in and gets the save, and we get the big win against the Mets. Now we go to a game 3. We need to make sure we get this one, win the series. And after the game, we get this notification that the Brewers did accept the trade. We get Kazuma Okamoto, give up third base prospect Gavin Feen, really had no future with us. And that'll give us a new starting third baseman. That means we'll be moving Brock Wilken down to AAA to get some work every day at third base. And other trades across the league. The Rockies get Taj Bradley for Carlos Lopez, so they're all in trying to make the playoffs. Rays get Cooper Yerpe, Ryan Fernandez, Tyrone Taylor, and Riley O'Brien for Robbie Spindler, so the Cardinals selling again. And the Rockies also got Ronaldo Lopez as they shipped David Espinosa to the Orioles. And the Rockies also got Harrison Bader from the White Sox for Will Chavez. And I wanted to see when the Mets got Pete Alonso. They got him on June 16th from the Orioles for third baseman Jacob Reimer. So Alonso back in New York after 3.5 years in Baltimore. And Brock Wilken is out of options, so he's going to have to go through waivers. Hopefully we won't lose him. And now that we're through the trade deadline, we can focus on the rest of the season. We got one more game against the Mets, Brad Lord against Tyler Mahle, and we're going to player lock with our newest third baseman, Kazuma Okamoto. And we're going to quick manage this game. Just going to show Okamoto's at-bats, and we will show any quick manage highlights as they occur. And Vinny with an RBI single after a leadoff single and stolen base by McVay. So a 2-out RBI puts the Nats up 1-0. A walk to Langford after that, and then CJ, a 3-run shot. It's 4-0 Nats here in the bottom of the first, and we get our first look at Kazuma Okamoto right now. All right, see, he's hitting .279 on the season. He is actually hot right now. He's got a hot icon next to him in the lineup. Okamoto down 0-2 quickly. It's a pitch from Mahle. A pop-up on the infield. Not going to get a hit his first time up. We put up a 4 spot in the bottom of the first. We jump on Tyler Mahle early in this third game. All-important series against the Mets. And James Wood makes it 6-0. McVay draws a 2-out walk, steals second. Wood hits another home run. Now we're up 6-0. And Mahle is out of the game. Doesn't even get 6 outs. And then back-to-back doubles by Buxton and Pasquantino make it 7-0. And then a 2-run homer by Langford. It is 9-0. My gosh. Our offense just woke up today and chose violence. All right. Okamoto leading off the third. See what he does in his second at-bat. First pitch swinging. Hits a ground ball to third base. Beatty's got it. 1 pitch, 1 out. Gonna have to change his number when Dunbar comes up because Dunbar wears 7. And then Byron Buxton hits a grand slam. What is going on? It is 13-0, and we have 2 outs in the third inning. Wow. All right, Kazuma Okamoto up for his third at-bat, and we're only in the bottom of the fourth inning. See if he can get a hit this time. Nick Birdie on the mound. First pitch is a strike. See his full season numbers, 277, 14, and 54. Driving in way more runs than Willie Castro was doing, so hopefully we can get some clutch hits out of this spot in the order. There's the 0-1 pitch. That's high. And the count goes full. See if we can get a hit or a walk. 3-2 pitch from Birdie is on the way. And it's way low for ball 4. So he doesn't get a hit, but he does get on base for the first time with that walk. And now Okamoto up again. Bottom of the 7th inning. Still 13-0. Nobody on and 1 out. Tobias Myers on the mound. He's 0 for 2 with a walk. Yeah, he's now 4 for 10 in the series. This is his first game with the Nats. Now he's down 1-2. Here's the pitch from Myers. And it's a high fly ball to left field, and there it goes. Long home run. Okamoto sent that one to the moon. See you later is right. Home run number 15, 448 to straightaway left, 110 miles an hour. And the Nationals fans are loving the new acquisition as he goes way out of the ballpark. Wow. See the replay. He got on that one and lost it. And the Nats win. Yes, they do. Win game 3. Take this series 2-1 as they broke out the big bats 14-3. Mets put up 3 late, but Brad Lord had a great game. Got all over Molly early. We'll have to see if we made up any more ground on the Braves once we advance out of this day. Check the box score. Soto with 2-run single in the 8th. Look at that. 13 runs in 2 2/3 innings. Good Lord. Our side, 2 hits for McVay, 2 hits for Buxton, 2 hits for Pasquantino. Walked 7 times. Look at all those RBIs in the middle of the order. 2, 4, 2, 2, 3. He had 2 doubles and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 home runs in the game. McVay, 2 steals. Brad Lord did not have a good Lord start today. 3 runs, 3 hits, 2 walks, 7 Ks in 8 innings. Louis Varland came in for a perfect 9th to finish it off. Now we finally get a chance to look at our draft picks and see what their ratings, or real ratings, are. Alfonso Francisco, 75 overall, 80 potential. A little on the lower side of his potential, but he is a B. The clutch is going to need some work. Home run's going to need some work. Hits per 9 against lefties going to need work, but he's going to do really well against righties. For hits per 9 and strikeouts, he's going to strike out lefties. Just got to worry about giving up hits, so he's got work to do. Peter Green, 95 potential, 75 overall. Look at those strikeout numbers. It won't take him very long to be ready for the major leagues. Edgar Heel, 86 potential, 58 overall. And he's got a lot of work to do. Look at that clutch, 21. That's nasty. Way lower than I was expecting. So at 18 years old, he's got plenty of time. Stefan Almanzar, that discovered closer, 89 potential, 73 overall. He's going to be very close to Major League ready as well. All right, that's good. We got a lot of older arms in the pen that need to be replaced by younger, cheaper guys. Greg Tabarn, 83 potential, 61 overall. Another one with bad clutch. Just going to have to wait for these guys to develop. Luis Delgado came in at 77 potential, 56 overall. Doesn't give up a lot of home runs, really good stamina. And, that's what happens when you pick at the end of the draft. And then Zach Elise, 74 potential, 61 overall. Great control and stamina. That's why I took him. And he'll definitely be a work in progress. These 2 guys might be trade bait down the road. But 2 really good relievers. And Alfonso's starting at a high point, but he's got some holes in his game, needs to work on. And I would expect he might need at least 2 years in the minors, maybe 3 before he's ready. Heel at 18 is going to need probably 3 or 4. But Green and Almanzar are going to be ready right away. Let's take a look at other players on other teams. Noso, 69, 89. Perfect. Wow, they didn't sign hardly anybody. They only signed 2 players. Freitas was a pitcher I was looking at. Great control, stamina, and clutch. Everything else needs work. Cousins, pitcher I thought about taking. 61.96. I probably should have taken him. That's too bad. And the Cardinals. Wow. They only signed 2 C potentials. That's horrendous. Oh, good draft there. Cortis. We weren't going to get him. And all he really does is hit right-handed pitching just for contact. Wow, look at all these C potentials and worse. This draft is horrible. They don't sign 3 guys. Good bat, no field, shortstop. Man, this draft was... Look at all this yellow. There is nothing in this draft. They don't sign a couple of guys. Shimek, thought about him, didn't make it to us anyway, doesn't matter. There's a Howie K, a 93-66 closer. There's Pennington, thought about him, 48-74, glad I didn't take him. He was horrible. Look at this, a 66 potential in the first round. There's nothing in this draft. These draft classes are just god-awful. Zamora wasn't going to get to us. Elvis Mota. Told you he had catcher. Anytime you see pop time and blocking on a non-catcher, it just means they have catcher as a secondary. Great power, great arm. Perfect. Oh, Blanco wanted to take him. He's a little bit more balanced, 63-83. This was the best player in the draft, according to MLB. Look at that, home runs per 9 and clutch. Wow. That tells you how bad this draft is. And they didn't sign guys. 58 over. There's nothing in this draft. This is horrible. Thought about Sam Madlock, but he's years away with those numbers. Only good thing is his stamina. That's boosting his overall. Henry Whitlock went second. Good arm, good speed, good power. Everything else needs work. Wow. A's did well. Another A potential closer. Terrible clutch. 92 potential, 54 overall. Speed and defense guy. Cannot make contact. Theodore Ting, he went in the top 3. Looked like the best hitter out of the group. Thought about Adamson, but he can't do much of anything but throw. Another team with a bunch of unsigned players. Wow. No one wanted to sign, and they're no good. So, look at this draft. And we're back to us. We had the best draft by a mile, even with these 2 picks. That is just horrendous. All right. Hopefully next year our Discovery Scout can find some real hitters, because we need to get some more infielders and outfielders. Wouldn't mind another catcher, too. We've had the last 2 drafts, we've taken nothing but pitching, so I'm really looking forward to taking hitters next year. Now we take on Philadelphia for 4 games to wrap up this homestand. I was looking at the schedule for the rest of this month, because we're going to get through the 31st of August, and then that'll be it for this episode. Next episode, we're going to have the Major League debut of Jeremy Dunbar, as he's called up on September 1st. And see the Phillies 48-61, Kansas City 59-52, Cubs are 49-61, Mets 58-53, Miami 57-53, Arizona, we're battling them for a wild card spot. We might have to play these games as well. Detroit 39-70, St. Louis 40-68, A's are at 500. So we're going to be focusing on these 6 games pretty much, maybe even the Marlins. So that 9-game stretch right there in the middle of the month is going to be very important. Royals, Cubs, Tigers, Cardinals, Phillies, less important. So let's get into some sim games here, get us through up to this point right here. All right, game 1 against the Phillies, Andrew Alvarez, Jesus Luzardo, and we win 7-4. Look at the box score. Give up 10 hits and a home run. We get to Luzardo for 5 runs and 4 innings. Our side, James Wood had a triple and 2 home runs. Drives in 4. Drew Millis hits a home run. Alvarez, 6 shutout innings. Guy's been phenomenal on his return. Phil Maton, again, filling the role we had problems with Griffin Jacks giving up multiple runs. Whitlock gets his 29th save. I don't understand the dynamic in this game, how guys in the pen just give up runs right and left. Game 2, Shane McClanahan, Andrew Painter. We get bombed 15-2. Wow. Nolan Gorman hit 3 home runs, drives in 6. Painter doesn't get through the 5th. Our side, looks like a bunch of guys had days off. 2 hits for Langford, including a home run. Shane gives up 4 runs in 7 innings. Then again, Maton, 2 runs in 2/3 of an inning. Sterner, 4 runs in an inning. Alvarado, everybody gave up runs. So, okay, it's one of those days. And game 3, Cade Horton against Anthony Solometo. And we lose 9-6. Take a look at this box score. Home runs by Turner, Crawford, and India. Cannot keep these guys in the park. Our side, home run by Wood. 2 home runs by Akamoto. Drives in 4. Cade Horton, 7 runs in less than 4 innings. That puts us a game and a half now behind the Braves. Now game 4, gotta get this win, split the series against the Phillies. Brady Singer, Moises Chasse in the sim this time. And we have a save situation for Garrett Whitlock. 1 on, nobody out in the 9th, 1-run lead. Let's hop in and try and finish this game off. And before we play, let's take a look at the box score real quick. Gorman, another home run. Langoliers with a home run. Our side, Akamoto, his 3rd home run in 2 days. Singer pitched well. Okay. Trying to finish this off. First pitch to India. Going to go with the slider and takes a strike. There we go. India 1 for 3 with a double. Not sure when they got him. Got him down on a count 0-2 now. Looking for the punch out. Here's the pitch. And as a tapper up the middle. Flip to second for 1. Relay to first. Do we get him? Yes, we do. Double play. Great turn there. Wipes out the base runner. See this replay. Thought that was going to bleed through. Willits, nice range. Backhand flip. Caballero playing second. Gets him out at first. Now we just need 1 out. Keaton Anthony, don't know anything about him. First pitch is tapper foul up the third base line. Whitlock ahead in the count 0-2 now. Trying for the punch out to end the game. Here it comes. And he takes strike 3. There we go. Double play and a strikeout. Saves the win as we split the series against the Phillies. Team's feeling it after the trade deadline. 3-2 win as Brady Singer gets his 7th win of the season. Chase his 10th loss, and Whitlock up to 30 saves as, like I said, we split the series. This box score again. Gorman and Langoliers with the home runs. Okamoto with the home run. And our bullpen, no runs allowed. About time. And now we go on the road for 9 games. First 3 at Kansas City, then the Cubs, then the Mets. We'll get through these first 6 games and then focus on these 3 right here. Game 1, Brad Lord, Framber Valdez. And we lose 3-2. Wood and Abrams 2 hits. Home run again by Wood, number 35. Lord 5 shutout innings. Sterner is the one who gives up 2 runs this time. Go to game 2, Andrew Alvarez, Noah Cameron, pair of lefties. And we win 12-5. 3 hits for Buxton, 4 hits for McVay. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 doubles, a triple, 4 home runs. Abrams, Langford, Willits, and Loma Vida with home runs. McVay steals 2 bags. Alvarez, worst start since he got called back up, but the bullpen did the job, and we get the win. And game 3, going for the win of the series, McClanahan against Reed Detmers. Yeah, situation here. 2 on, 2 out, top of 8. Daniel Lynch facing Tom McVay. Let's hop in, and we're going to watch McVay. I'm not going to bat with him. I have a struggle hitting with him. We're just going to let the computer do it. All right, clutch spot here. See if he can come through. First pitch is low. 2 for 3 with 2 singles. 6 for 11 in the series. There you go, Tom. Get that average up. McVay way ahead in the count, 3-0, looking for a pitch to drive. Here it comes, and it's outside, ball 4, so a 4-pitch walk loads the bases. That's going to bring in Eli Willits. See if the rookie can come through here. Remember the grand slam he hit in Boston. First pitch is low to him. 249, 13, and 48. Love to get that average up around 270. Here's the 1-0 pitch from Lynch. Ground ball, second base, and they're going to get out of the jam. We don't take the lead. And we get another situation. Go ahead run at second base. 1 out here in the top of the 9th. Lynch still in facing Buxton. Let's watch Buxton. And they're going to walk him. So not going to give him a chance. Okay. That'll set up a double play. Denzel Clark must be playing to give somebody the day off. Probably Langford. Although this could be Wood. First pitch swing as he fouls that off. There's Denzel's numbers. Not pretty at all. He's been in the minor leagues most of the season, so. And Clark behind in the count, 1-2. Need to stay away from the double play here. And the pitch. Foul up the first base side. Is that going to stay in play? Yes, it is. And that's going to be the second out. That'll bring in Wyatt Langford, so Clark must be playing for Wood today. First pitch to him. Strike outside corner. He's 3 for 4, double, 2 singles. 5 for 11 of the home run in the series. Let's go. And we'll reset 0-2 count. 2 on, 2 out here in the 9th. Tie game. Here's a pitch from Lynch. And strikes him out. Nasty pitch there. And the Nationals use extra innings to get a win as they win the series. Take this game 6-4. Varland the win. Whitlock the save. Look at this box score as we scored 2 runs in the 14th inning. 2 hits for Abrams, 2 for Wood. 4 hits for Langford, 2 for Okamoto, 2 for McVay. 13 strikeouts, 5 walks. Abrams with a home run. Vinny with a home run. Hit 4 doubles, 2 steals. Clanahan, 3 runs over 6 innings. Fairbanks gives up 1 run, then the bullpen shuts it down the rest of the way. Here we go. Now we go to Chicago, take on the Cubs. Ben Brown against Cade Horton as Horton faces his old team. Yeah, situation here. Got the tying run at first. Nobody out in the 9th. Andrew Nardi facing CJ Abrams. It's a rainy night here at Wrigley Field. There's a pitch from Nardi. Fouled off by CJ. 2 hits today, 2 singles, up to 281 with 22 and 62. He also has 19 errors. Abrams works the count even at 2, trying to get that tying run home from first. Here's the pitch. And swing and a miss. Strike 3, throw down, stolen base for Langford. And look at the bottom of the screen. Mike Trout goes on a 60-day DL. Wow. We get a strikeout and a stolen base. That'll bring in Okamoto. Tying run. Just need a single to drive him in. Here's the pitch. Strike. Outside and low. He's got an 0 for today. Okamoto, see, got a 9-game hit streak going. He's down 0-2 in this count, though. Here's the pitch. And takes strike 3 on the inside corner. So we got to tie it up or his streak's going to come to an end. Got to bring in Eli Willits now, our last chance. Just need a single. Here's the pitch. It's a high strike. Eli 2 for 4 with a single and a home run. Stolen base. Filling up the stat sheet. Willits works the count even at 2. Down to our last strike. Here's the pitch from Nardi. And he strikes out, ends the ball game. Cubs survive that man on in the 9th. Get the win in the rain. Check the box score. 3 hits for McVay, 2 for Clark, 2 for Abrams, 2 for Willits. 13 strikeouts. Clark and Willits with home runs. Horton gets bombed. Alvarado gets bombed. Now we go to game 2. Brady Singer against Rob Day. We got a situation here. 11-game hit streak on the line for Wood. We're down 3-1. Tying runs are on base facing Daniel Palencia. See if Wood can get this hit. All right, we know Palencia throws straight gas. James has the power bat. Here's the pitch. High fly ball into left field. First pitch swinging. Back shy of the track. That's going to be caught. See if they want to move up on the play. Throw comes in. Runners hold. Now bring in Buxton now. If you can keep this inning going, drive in a run or 2. First pitch to him. Inside for a ball at 101. He's 0 for on the day with a couple of strikeouts. Buxton works the count 3-1. See if he can get a pitch to drive here. Here's a pitch from Palencia. And he swings through 101. So the count's going to go full. Runners will be off with the pitch. Shot to the gap would tie this game. There they go. Here's the pitch. And he strikes out again. Wow. And the Cubs hang on, win the game 3-1. Rob Day goes to 3-0. Singer drops to 7-7. Nardi with the save. And the Cubs take the series as they win the first 2 games. Now we just need to win game 3 so we don't get swept. We get a box score. 2 hits for Pasquantino, 2 for Abrams, 14 strikeouts. Singer, 3 runs to 6 innings. Didn't pitch bad. Our offense didn't show up. Gave up a couple of home runs. Now game 3, Brad Lord facing Cole Reagans. Remember Reagans rushed us on opening day with a bunch of strikeouts. I just couldn't hit him at all. See what we have here. And we got a situation. We're down 5-4. Bases loaded, 1 out in the 7th. Vinny facing Luke Little. See if he can get something done here. All right, Vinny. Got 2 hits on the day. Big spot here. Just need a ball, fly ball to the outfield. First pitch is low. 2 singles up to 257 with 26 and 83. Vinny down on the count 1-2 now. Cannot strike out. Cannot hit no double play. Got to get this ball in the air. Here's the pitch. There's a little blooper down third base. That's going to drop. Throw comes in. And we're going to score 2 on the play. There we go. Fights that tough pitch off. Drops it into left field by the line. Here's the replay. Little jam shot off the label. We have the lead. Let's go. And new pitcher now for the Cubs, Jordan Wicks. I'll bring in Okamoto now, 1 for 3 with his single. Man in the corners and 1 out. Just took a 6-5 lead. Reset, 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. And it's a high fly ball into left center field, and that ball is gone! 3-run shot for Okamoto. That's his 4th home run since the trade. Up to 19 on the season now, and we just blow this game open. Yes, right. Dugout all pumped up. What a trade. See this replay. Pitches right down the middle, and he just lost it into the bleachers. 109. And the Nationals would indeed avoid the sweep. 9-5 win there as JoJo gets the win. Luke Little takes the loss. Look at the box score. 2 hits for Abrams, 2 for Clark, 3 for Pasquantino, 2 for Okamoto, 3 for McVeigh, 3 RBIs each for Pasquantino, Okamoto, and McVeigh. Saw the home run, 3 stolen bases. Brad Lord, 5 runs, 3 earned, 5 2/3. Bullpen does a great job. We salvage a win out of this 3 games. And since this trade, Okamoto, we go back, actually goes back one more day. He was 1 for 3, so he's still hitting .333. So 14 for 42, and he had a solo shot in that game. So he has 5 home runs, 10 RBI in the games with the Nationals. Gap there, he hit a bunch of home runs early, but yeah, that has been quite the trade. And he has, I think, arbitration eligibility after this year, so we could bring him back. That's what it's telling me on the front screen. He's only 32. His ratings, really good ratings. You could always take Chaparro's place. Just depends on how much it's going to cost us. See, Jeremy Dunbar's all the way up to an 84 overall. Now we go to New York for the last 3 days of this road trip. We are tied with the Braves at 66 and 53. Mets 2.5 games back. Marlins 3.5 games back. Big series here. And we're going to go in and player lock with Vinny Pasquantino. On the mound for the Mets today, Nolan McLean. See, in his last 21 starts, ERA of 5.7. It's actually 6th for the year, so he's had a rough season so far for the Mets. Here's a better look at his full season stats. 164 whip, 6 ERA. God-awful ugly. Hopefully we can make those look even worse. James Wood, solo shot, so Buxton's on first on an error. We're already up 1-0. Top in with Vinny. Right. See if I can get a good pitch to drive. We'll take that pitch. Just drop that into left center field. And there's a runner going to score. Throw comes in to second base. And we're in with a double. And the run scores. And there we go. 2-0 lead early in this game. Way to go, Vinny. Playing for doubles. Abrams home run. It's 5-0 as we go to the bottom of the first. Double by Buxton makes it 6-0. Vinny's back up again. Christian Scott is already in the game. All right. Well, what an offensive explosion in game 1. Chase that first pitch and foul it off. RBI double for Vinny his first time. 2 outs, 6-0 lead here in the second. And here's a shot into left center field. That's going to get caught. Hit that ball well. Mets get on the board. 2-run double by Lindor. Double by Buxton drives in 2. It's now 8-2 Nationals. Vinny back up with a man in scoring position again. Buxton's been on 3 times. Vinny's been up every time. Trying to knock him in. Vinny down on a count 0-1. Here's the pitch. And there's a shot in left center field. And this one's going to get down. Buxton's going to score. So Vinny, 2 for 3 with 2 ribs. And now Vinny's going to lead off the top of the 7th. 9-2 Nationals lead. Tobias Myers on the mound. The first time he's batted all day without a man on base. First pitch. Foul that back. Chasing a high strike. Reset. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. And it's going to be a ground ball base hit up the middle. There we go. 3 hits on the day. Double by Willits. Drives in 2. It's 11-3 now. A solo shot by Alonso. Buxton, another double. We're up 12-3, so Vinny's going to bat again with Buxton on. Looking for his 4th hit of the day, this time facing Reed Garrett. All right, been wearing out left field. See if I can get around on one this time. There's a shot in the center field. Is that going to drop? Yes, it is. 4th hit of the day as the throw goes into third base. Doesn't score a run, but a 4-hit day for Vinny. And the Nationals with an offensive explosion. Convincing 12-3 win. Maton Gets the win in relief. McLean takes the loss as we take game 1. Very important series here in New York. Look at the box score. 2 hits for Wood, 3 hits for Buxton, 4 hits for Pasquantino, 2 hits for Willits. He had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 doubles. Buxton had 3 of them. 2 home runs, Wood and Abrams. We also had 3 errors, and 2 of them by pitchers. 2 runs over 4 innings for Alvarez. Had to leave. Doesn't have the greatest stamina. And our bullpen did a great job. And the offense just battered them all over the place. And that win, combined with the Braves' loss, puts us in first place by 1 game. Let's go. Game 2, Shane McClanahan against Casey Mize. And let's play luck with James Wood. And Wood's going to face Casey Mize. See his numbers on the year. Not too bad. Whip's a little elevated. So is the ERA. And McVay grounds out to start the game. So Wood's going to hop in right away with nobody on and 1 out. Wood down on count 0-1. And it's a shot down the left field line. That's going to get down. You can see I've been late all day today, but we're going to get in here with another base hit. 1 out double. Gets a man in scoring position early. Double number 21 for Wood. Pasquantino drives him in with a single. Double by Vientos ties the game. Now we have a man on, 2 men on. First 2 guys singles, so 2 on, nobody out. Here in the 3rd, James Wood, RBI situation. All right, James. First pitch. Ripped foul. Chase that high fastball. Here's his numbers on the year. 281, 36, and 77. And the 0-1 pitch. High strike. We're down 0-2. Wood is so tall. That's such a high strike zone. It's kind of like Aaron Judge. And we try to fight that slurve off and strikes out. And Tom McVay leads off the 5th with a single. So 1 on, nobody out. Casey Mize still on the mound. James Wood up again. All right. Give me a good pitch to drive. Here's the first one. Chase that high fastball. Can't lay off that. Behind 0-1. Here's the pitch. And it's going to be a pop-up late on the high fastball. He's going to foul out to third base. That was a terrible at-bat. 2-run shot by Alvarez makes it 3-1 Mets. Double makes it 4-1. Bay walks to lead off the 7th. So Wood trying to get on base now in front of Buxton and Pasquantino, facing lefty Brian Hudson. First at-bat against the lefty today. First pitch. Rip that foul. Love that high fastball. Wood behind in the count. 1-2. A couple of foul balls. Fighting off tough pitches. Here's the pitch. High for ball 2. Count goes even at 2. Here's the pitch. And chased the cutter and strikes out. He's trying to foul that pitch off. Solo shot by Benj makes it 5-1. And Wood's up again. Man on first. 2 outs in the 9th. Cannot tie it. We just need to keep this inning going as he faces Nick Birdie. Right. Base hit. Keep the inning alive. Here's the first pitch. It's low for a ball. 1 for 4 with a double. A couple of really bad at-bats for me so far. The count goes even at 2. Down to our last strike. Wood trying to keep the inning alive. Here's the pitch. And strikes out way over the top of that pitch. And we take the loss. Look at the box score. 2 hits for McVay. 2 for Willits. 3 walks. Clanahan, okay start. Naton and Varlin give up runs. Give up a couple of home runs. Good start for Mize. And Caleb Lomavita broke his hand in the game, and now he's out 1 to 2 months. My gosh. We are down to our last catcher in Drew Millis, so we need Ford to come back. Going to have to put Lomavita on the DL. And we only have 3 catchers on the 40-man roster, so we're going to actually have to put Maxwell Romero on the 40-man and call him up. Harry Ford has only got 1 to 6 days left, so he can be back at any time. So Romero's going to come up temporarily for Ford. We got to move somebody off the 40-man roster first. And Jackson Rutledge is the guy that's going to go off the 40-man. And we need to add a catcher for the minor leagues. We actually only have 91 players on our roster, so we have 2 open slots. We're going to add Juan Flores. He's 23 years old, and we'll send him down to the minor leagues. And if you look at the seasons that Ford and Loma Vida have had, very similar. A little bit better average there for Loma Vida in 12 less games. A lot more runs scored by Ford. So in the meantime, Drew Millis, he's a switch hitter. He's going to play every day until Harry Ford comes back. Now game 3, Cade Horton against Zach Wheeler. And let's player lock in this game with CJ Abrams. And nice day game here in the middle of the week. Rubber match of the 3-game series. Whoever wins this game wins the series. CJ, guy that we're going to player lock with today, is in a hot stretch. Seeing his last 45 at-bats, hitting .378 with 3 home runs, 1.045 OPS. Let's keep that trend going. And he'll be facing right-hander Zach Wheeler. See his numbers on the season, formerly of the Philadelphia Phillies. McVay double, Wood on an air double play and a single. We're up 1-0. 2 men on, 2 out. Abrams, see if we can get another run driven in here in the first. All right. All important games here. We can't mess around. First pitch swinging. There's a line drive base hit to center field. They're going to send him. Here comes the runner. Here comes the throw. And he is safe. There we go. 2-0 lead for the Nats. Took 1 pitch off Wheeler. 10-game hit streak. Mets answer back. 2 runs in the bottom half. Now we have 1 on, 1 out here in the top of the third. 2-2 tie. Abrams up. See if we can get another base hit. All right, give me a pitch to drive this time. First pitch from Wheeler. Runner goes. Strike. Throw down. And safe. Not sure why I moved the camera like that, but we get a stolen base by Langford. His 7th. Expected more. He had over 20 steals last year. Not sure why he's not stealing this year with us. All right, now we have the go-ahead run at second base with 1 out. Base hit should give us the lead. A 1 pitch. And popped it up. Just got under it. That is not going to be a hit. It's going to be a foul out to the catcher. And just missed it. Solo shot by Buxton gives us the lead. Langford, another walk. So 1 on, 2 out. Head 3-2 here in the 5th. Let's hop in. See if he's going to steal another base. I have to take the first pitch unless it's right down the middle. Here it comes. And foul that off. Didn't go. Party because I was waiting for him to run. CJ down 0-2. A couple of foul balls in a row here. There's a pitch from Wheeler. And clipped the edge. I thought that was a ball. It's strike 3. Add a run on the home run by Buxton in the inning. We're up 3-2 as we head to the bottom of the 5th. 3-run shot by Soto. Now we're down 5-3. Langford going to be on base for the 3rd time while we bat today. Abrams up, man on second, nobody out. We are the tying run facing Tobias Myers. All right, I really need to get a pitch to drive now. First pitch outside for a ball. 1 for 3 with a single. RBI. Looking for a home run here. This is pitch number 12 in the at-bat. We have 8 foul balls. 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. And we strike out because we were way out in front of that slider. Yeah, I'd throw the bat too. What an at-bat. And the Mets win Game 3. Take the series 2-1 on that 3-run homer by Juan Soto. Myers gets the win in relief. Romero takes the loss. Diaz 35th save. Look at the box score. 2 hits for McVay. Bunch of guys with 1. 3 walks for Langford. Buxton with a home run for one of the runs. Horton pitched well. Romero did not. And after we won 2 out of 3 at home against the Mets, they return the favor, win 2 out of 3 here. Now we go back home, 6 games, Miami and Arizona. We are tied again with the Braves. Mets are only a game and a half back. Marlins 2 out. This is a very big series here against Miami. All right, game 1 against the Marlins. We're going to quick manage this game and hop in for situations within the game itself. That way we don't have to pick a particular player or a situation. Brady Singer on the mound. And like we don't have Ford back yet, so this is our lineup. And let's flip Buxton and Langford. In a big game here. Game 1 of this series against the Marlins. You can see they're a game and a half behind us. We had a bunch of guys on hitting streaks. They're on a 5-game winning streak themselves. And like I said, on the mound, Brady Singer. See his numbers on the year. I want to see him in the quick manage screen here. We already played with him. We did a fast sim, and let's do this one and see how he performs. All right, Xavier Edwards leading things off. 1 out. Paredes solo shot. We're down 1-0. Stowers strikes out. Carpenter pops out. The bottom half. McVay doubles. Wood with a 2-run shot. There we go. Langford strikes out. Vinny flies out. Buxton hit by pitch. Abrams strikes out. Go to the second. 1 out. 2 out. 3. Go to the bottom half. 1 out. 2 out. 3. Go to the third. 1 out. Walk. Double play. There we go. Bottom half. McVay. Grounds out. Wood. Grounds out. Langford. Pops out to the fourth. 1 out. Double. 2 out. 3 out. Bottom half. Then he grounds out. Buxton grounds out. TJ singles. Deals second. Okamoto knocks him in. It's 3-1. Single by Willits. Minute the corners and 2 out. Let's go hit with Drew Millis right here. All right, Drew. Haven't seen much of you. Got to see you in the playoffs and World Series. First pitch is inside for a ball. 239, 3-11. Count goes even at 2. Need a big base hit. Here's the pitch. Check swing. That's ball 3. McVay on deck. Then the runner at first. Swing and a miss, and we strike out. All right, back to the sim. Ballesteros walks. Robles flies out. Fielder's choice. A walk. Fly out to the bottom half. 1 out. 2 out. Error. Walk. Walk. Bases loaded for CJ. Let's hop in. And we're going to get a new pitcher first. It's going to be long-haired right-hander Blake Bacher. His numbers on the year. Lefties hitting him for over a 300 average. It's good. We have bases loaded, 2 outs, up 3-1 here in the 5th. First pitch is a strike at the knees. DJ with an RBI single and a steal, up to 283. Count goes even at 2. Shot to the gap should score at least 2, maybe 3. Here's a pitch. And, I flinched. I pushed the button, it didn't swing, and we strike out. All right, top of the 6th. Single, strikeout, fly out, strikeout, bottom half, 1 out, walk, double play, go to the 7th. Singer, single, strikeout, strikeout, fielder's choice, go to the bottom half. McVay facing a new pitcher, singles, steal second, pop out, walk, ground out. Come on, Buxton. Strikes out, go to the 8th. We're not messing around. Going back to the pen. We're going to bring in Fairbanks. Edwards doubles. Fly out. Ground out. Walk. Single. It's 3-2. Get out of that. Only allowing 1. Abrams grounds out. Okamoto strikes out. Willits facing Helsley. Strikes out to the 9th. Pitcher. Whitlock. 1 out. 2 out. Let's pitch. All right, let's try and get this save, get this first game win. Sweeper on the first pitch, he fouls that off. Maximo Acosta, 0-for-1 with 2 walks. There's his season numbers. And the 0-1 pitch. The ground ball up the middle. Willits has it. Throws on the run, and there we go. We take game 1. Big 3-2 win. We tried to rally late. We held them off and get the dub. Look at the box score. 2 hits for Paredes. They had 4 walks. Paredes with a home run. Perez, 3 runs and 4 2/3. Our side, 2 hits for McVay. 4 walks. Wood with a home run. Singer, 1 run over 7 innings. Great start. It might be his best start since we got him. A little drama there in the 8th, but get out of it. Whitlock up to 32 saves. And the Twins claimed Jackson Rutledge. That's too bad, but he wasn't going to do much for us at the major league level anyway, so thanks for your service. All right, game 2, Brad Lord against Max Meyer, and we're going to play a lot with on this game. Let's go with McVay. All right, got the important game 1 win. Now if we can win this game, we'll win this series by taking the first 2 games. And Brad Lord on the mound, finally got his ERA below 5. Let's see if we can help improve that even more. Nice 1-2-3 first. He's going to lead things off here in the bottom half. All right, cloudy day. Cloudy days always look like they're smoky. First pitch from Meyer is off the... Ooh, clipped the edge. I thought it was off the plate, but it clipped the edge. 0-1 pitch now from Meyer. Nice ground ball to third base. It's going to be 2 pitches and 1 out. Solo shot by Wood. We're up 1-0. And he hits a lot of solo homers. McVay's up here in the bottom of the third after a Drew Mealis 1-out single. See if we can get something going here. He's been hot lately. I don't want to tank him. Need a good pitch. I'll take that and foul it off. 1 on, 1 out here in the third. The 1 pitch is a tapper to short. See if we can beat this out. Can't turn 2, and we do. So man on first and 2 out. All right, pick it up here, bottom of the 5th. Man on first, 2 outs. McVay need an extra base hit here. In the first pitch from Meyer. Ripped foul down the first base side. Way out in front of that changeup. And it goes even at 2. Trying to get something I can handle here. Here's the pitch. Shot in left field. Get down, get down, get down. There it is. Base hit. Keeps this inning alive. James Wood walks. Buxton flies out with the bases loaded. New pitcher Phil Maton gives up a 2-run shot. We're down 2-1. And a triple. We're down 3-1. That fly makes it 4-1. Now McVay's going to lead off here in the 8th inning after we fell apart in the last 3 innings. Alvin Fauché on the mound. First pitch from him. A high fly ball in the right center field, and that will be caught for the first out. And the Marlins put up 5 runs late. Steal game 2, 5-1. Max Meyer with the win. Phil Maton with the loss, as this series is now tied. Look at the box score. 3 hits for Carpenter, including a home run. 5 walks. Great game by Meyer. Bullpen no hit us for the last 3 innings. 2 hits for Millis, only 1 walk. Wood solo shot our only run. Not a bad start for Lord, but Maton, Romero, and Sterner all give up runs. All right, game 3, Andrew Alvarez against Christian Javier. We try to win this series. Already lost 2 out of 3 here. Don't want to lose back-to-back series. Actually, be 3 series in a row. We'd lose 2 out of 3 since the Cubs beat us. So we need to get back some winning ways here. Hop into this game right now. And we're going to player lock this game with Byron Buxton. And this will be a tough game for us as Christian Javier, his last 3 starts, 2-0, 0.60 ERA, 0.93 whip, 8 hits and 15 innings with 15 strikeouts. So we need to get on him early. And there's the full season numbers so far for Andrew Alvarez. Done great for us. No complaints since he's been called up. Walk rate's a little elevated, but that's okay. And they put up 5 runs in the first inning. It's not over yet. Wow. I just talked about how good he was, and we give up a 5 spot. All right, Buxton up with nobody on and 2 out. Hold on. It went by so fast, I didn't even see what happened. The entire bottom half of the order. Marcy with a double. And 2/3 of an inning. An error by Abrams, his 20th. All right, first pitch from Javier. Break the letters. Byron's full season numbers. He's had a rough season. Here's the 0-1 pitch. It's a shot to left, and that one's not coming back. That was way out here. 478. My goodness. I think it's the longest one I've ever hit in this ballpark. See you later is absolutely right. 478. Absolute cannon shot. Where did this land? Come on, show me the replay. There we go. Right over the middle of the plate. Let me get this silly drone cam. I'd rather have the high overhead shot. 115 miles an hour, and he hit it beyond the bleachers. Wow. All right, well, it's 5-2 now. Millis singled, McVay doubled, Wood walked, so we have 2 men on, nobody out here in the bottom of the third. And Buxton, that big home run his first time, he's a tying run right here. Wow, that was way down here, and he launched it. Here's the first pitch from Javier. Way out in front of the knuckle curve. Give me a good one. Here's a pitch. And over that changeup again. Now we're down 1-2. Gotta stay out of double play. Strikeout's better than double play. Here's a pitch. And then low. The dirt. Runners hold. And count goes even at 2. Here's the pitch. Inside. Vinny on deck. Full count. Javier pitching himself into a royal jam here. Here's the pitch. And ball 4. So we have bases loaded. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Hit by pitch. Walk, single, tie game. And now it's 7-5 as we put up 6 in the bottom of the 3rd. Wow. Slugfest. James Wood with a 1-out walk. Buxton up again. Pitching at a premium today. The offenses are just crooked numbers everywhere. First pitch is inside for a ball. Long home run. A walk. Now we got a 2-2 count with 1 on and 1 out. Pitch. And the shot into the gap in the left center field. Come on, get down. Run, run, run. Come on, James. You got to get all the way around and score. Around 3rd. Here's the throw to the plate. And he is safe. There we go. RBI makes it 8-5. Solo shot by Wood makes it 9-6. So Buxton's up with nobody on and 1 out. Here in the bottom of the 6th. First pitch is high for a ball. 2 for 2. Home run, double, 2 RBI, and a walk. Now we're down in count 1-2 on hang one. Here's a pitch. And we strike out on a pitch. I was swinging before the ball was even halfway to the plate. Get gunned down for the 2nd out. All right, Marlins put up 2 in the top of the 8th off Fairbanks. We have men on 1st and 3rd with 2 out. Buxton up one more time. You definitely need to get a hit here and drive in another run. Calvin O'Shea on the mound. First pitch, high for a ball. Had 3 good at-bats and had a terrible one last time. All right, 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. The shot into center field. That's going to get down and get another run in. Cut that off. Extra base hit. Wood is around 3rd. He's going home. Here's the throw, and he is safe. There we go. 11-8. 2-run double for Buxton. See this replay. And an inside-out swing. Drives that to the gap. I wasn't sure if Wood had the speed to beat that throw. See the replay. The relay, not the replay. And a strike to the plate, and he just beat it. Another good view. Just beats the throw. And a single and a triple is 13-8 as we go to the 9th, and we get the win. Wow, what a win. We were down 5-0 before we ever batted, and we pounded them 13-8. Sasaki the win and relief. Javier the loss. Whitlock his 33rd save as we win the series 2-1. 32 hits in that game. All right, this is going to be a busy box score. 2 hits for Edwards, 2 for Carpenter, 4 by Ballesteros, 2 by Robles, 2 by Marcy, 3 by Lopez. Bunch of doubles, 1 home run. Javier got pounded. O'Shea got pounded. Bolton got pounded. Our side, 2 hits for Wood, scores 4 runs. Buxton, 3 hits, 3 runs, 4 RBI. 3 hits for Langford, 2 for Abrams, 2 for Willits, 3 walks. We had 4 doubles, a triple, 2 homers, 2 errors. Alvarez wasn't necessarily his fault, but that's still an ugly stat line. Roki comes in, 4 innings, 1 run, unearned. Like I said, Fairbanks tried to make it interesting, and then Whitlock finished it off. So we win the series 2-1. Now, game 1, we have Shane McClanahan against George Kirby. So let's go in here and player lock with Eli. Let's try Eli Willits. And we'll pick this game up here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Nobody on, 1 out. Eli Willits, first at bat, facing George Kirby. See the rain falling there. First pitch. Almost hits him inside for a ball. His numbers on the season back up to 250. Love to get that closer to 270. And the 1-0 pitch from Kirby. Hopped up on the infield. Foul territory. First base side. Tried to drop the bat head and just got too much under it. Solo homer by Wood makes it 1-0 here in the 4th. Solo shot by Abrams makes it 2-0. Okamoto with a double, so now Willett's up with an RBI chance here in the 5th. All right. I can't tell you, we've hit so many solo homers. Here's the first pitch. Inside again. 0-for-1 with that foul out his first time. Got a 1-1 count on Eli now. Got to put this ball in play. Here's a shot to right. There it is. Second deck home run for Eli Willits. Did a little bit better than put the ball in play. He hammered that pitch. Number 15 on the year, 424. We have a 4-0 lead. Hey, at least it wasn't a solo shot, right? Tried to drop the bat head last time and do exactly that, and we got it this time. See this replay. Down and in, just drops the barrel and launched it. That's the first hit for the Diamondbacks here in the 6th inning. Wow, they put up 5 in the 7th inning. Unbelievable. We hit 3 home runs, put up 4 runs, and then they just explode in the 7th inning. Man, our bullpen just is going to make me drink. All right, nobody on, 1 out for Eli. Facing Jordan Hicks. First pitch is low. He's 1 for 2 with a 2-run shot, up to 251, 15 and 55. Reset, 3-1 count. Looking for another pitch to drive. Here it comes. And inside for ball 4, so the tying run is going to be on base. And Diamondbacks score more runs. They're up 8-4 now, as our bullpen has given up all 8 runs. And we have a man on third and 2 out for Eli. Justin Martinez in. Let's see if we can get another RBI here. I've never seen a bullpen so Jekyll and Hyde like this one. Gonna hit the first pitch and fly out. It's disheartening. McClanahan had a no-hitter into the 6th, and we get steamrolled. And the Diamondbacks take the first game of the series, 8-4. Hicks with the win, Fairbanks with the loss. Let's look at this box score. 2 hits for Moreno, 2 hits for Robert, 2 hits for Westberg. So they had no hits into the 6th inning and ended up with 10, including 3 doubles and a triple. Not a good start for Kirby. Our side, 2 hits for Wood, 2 hits for Abrams. Home runs by Wood, Abrams, and Willits. No strikeouts. CJ's 21st error. McClanahan. Look at those runs. That's just obnoxious. And Harry Ford is back, so he'll go back on the roster and take his starting role back from Drew Millis. And now game 2, Cade Horton against Kyle Bradish. I'm just going to hit triangle and see if we have a critical situation or not. We do. Tie game, bottom of the 8th. CJ Abrams up, 14-game hit streak on the line. More importantly, he needs to get on base so we can get the dub in this game too. All right, Andrew Salfrank having a good season on the mound for the Diamondbacks. First pitch low for a ball. 0 for 2 with a walk. Abrams ahead in the count, 2-1. Salfrank's pitch. And it's going to be a ground ball. Get through. Grabbed by his second baseman. Jump throw, and he gets him. What a play there by Marte. I'm going to pick this up in the bottom of the 10th. Game is still tied. Jordan Hicks on the mound, and Abrams still trying to get that hit. Extend the hitting streak. Fouls the first pitch off. He's 0 for 3 on the night. Now we're down 0-2. Pitch. It's going to be ground ball, base hit. There we go. Extended the hitting streak. And more importantly, gets a man on base so we try and walk it off in extras. And we don't walk it off, and now we're going to pick it up in the bottom of the 11th. Go ahead, winning run at second and Harry Ford. Denzel Clark facing Blake Walston. Let's go in and bat. All right, Denzel, our first at-bat with you. 296, so he's done well since he's come over to the Nats. 1 for 4 with a double tonight. And it goes even at 2-2. For something out over the plate we can drive. Here's the pitch. And check swing, and we strike out. Tried to hold up. Buxton's going to bat now. Try and get this walk-off win. First pitch is a shot into the gap, and that's going to do it. There we go. Walk-off winner for Buxton. The guys come pouring out of the dugout. Very important win there. Especially getting Buxton's bat heated up lately. All right, let's look at this box score. 3 hits for Marte, 3 hits for Bohm, 2 for Waldschmidt, 3 home runs in the game, 5 runs by Bradish. Our side, 3 hits for Buxton, 2 for Langford, 2 for Ford, 6 walks, 12 strikeouts. You get 3, 4, 5 doubles, a home run by Vinny. Horton doesn't pitch bad, Alvarado does, but then the rest of the bullpen does their job. Get the walk-off win to tie this series at 1. Now game 3, Brady Singer against Corbin Burns. We're just going to sim and see if we have any more situations pop up. And we do. And here we are in the bottom of the 9th. Winning run at second base with 1 out. Harry Ford at the plate facing Andrew Salfrank. Good speed out at second base. A fly ball into center field, and he's not going to be able to move up. It doesn't matter. That'll be the second out anyway. Throw comes in the third. That'll bring in Chaparro now. His chance to walk it off. Check swing. I'm going to call that a strike. He is 1 for 4 with a single today at 254. Limited at bats this year. Now even at 1 now. Pitch. And ripped into deep left field. Racing back to the track, to the wall, and up against the wall. He catches it. Wow, just missed a 3-run walk-off homer. The box score, 13 hits for them. Home runs by Waldschmidt and Miguel Duran. Corbin Burns, that's a good start there. Bullpen did their job. Well, blown save there, but they ended up winning it late. 10 hits for us. Home run by Willits is 16th. 3 stealing bases. Not a great start, but not a bad start by Singer. Whitlock blows the game in the 10th inning. And now we sit with a half-game lead over the Marlins, 2 over the Braves, 2.5 over the Mets. We have 7 games left to finish off this month. But we're just going to quickly sim through those. We're not going to do any critical situations. Get through the end of the month because I really want to get to this date right here so we can have Jeremy Dunbar get his Major League debut as a September call-up. So game 1, Brad Lord against Mitchell Parker, and we win 3-2. Akamoto is 20th, McVeigh is 12th. Found out 10 hits. Good start by Lord. Great performance by the bullpen this time. Whitlock up to 34 saves. Game 2, Alvarez against Reese Olson. Win 4-2. Wood with his 41st home run. Buxton number 25. Found out 9 more hits. Alvarez a good start. Fairbanks gets the win. Whitlock his 35th save. And now game 3 as we go for the sweep. Shane McClanahan against Kaider Montero. And we win 7-1. Do get the sweep. Buxton, Pasquantino, Abrams, and Ford with home runs. McClanahan, no runs allowed. 1 hit, 1 walk, 8 strikeouts in 6 innings. Gets his 10th win. Sterner made it interesting with a 1 run allowed there, but still had plenty of runs. And after that brief 3-game trip to Detroit, we're back home for 6 against the Cardinals and the A's. We'll just get through these 4 games right here. First game, Cade Horton, Kyle Leahy. Lose 5-2. Jared Kelnick playing for the Cardinals gets a home run. Give up 11 hits. Good start for Leahy. No home runs. 3 hits for Wood. Horton, 2 runs in 5 innings. And Alvarado has the blow-up game this time in the bullpen. In game 2, Brady Singer against Matthew Liberatore, and we win 7-0. Box score, 2 hits for them, 3 walks, 11 Ks, got all over Liberatore, Andres Cruz. Our side, 2 hits for Wood, Langford, McVeigh, 3 hits for Willits, home runs by Buxton, Wood, and McVeigh. Wood's up to 42 home runs. Singer, no runs, 2 hits, 3 walks, 7 Ks in 6 innings. Maton and Alvarado hold the 4 down. And now game 3, Brad Lord against Urangelo Cincha. And we lose 11-12. So big slugfest there. Let's check this out. We scored 12 runs on 14 hits. No home runs. Only 3 walks. Cincha gives up 7 runs, 6 earned. Our side, 11 runs, 11 hits, 8 walks, 8 strikeouts. Home run number 43 for Wood. Lord pitches terrible. Sasaki pitches terrible. Score 11 runs and lose. That's just not good. Now, game 1 against the A's, Andrew Alvarez against Mackenzie Gore. Last one of this episode. And we win 2-0. Good job there. 7 hits, no walks, 8 strikeouts. Mackenzie Gore didn't pitch bad. Our side, we had 7 hits, 3 walks. Abrams' 26th home run. Alvarez, 6 shutout innings, gets his 5th win. Whitlock, his 36th save. Now we have a 3.5 game lead over the Mets, 4 over the Braves and Marlins. Wow, starting to pull away as we head into September. Look at the rest of the standings. Pirates 78 wins, Dodgers 95. Wildcard side, Giants are first with 75 wins, and the Diamondbacks, Mets, Rockies, Braves, Marlins, everybody's competing for those last 2 spots. So a very tight race there. American League side, Red Sox have 82 wins to lead. The A's, game under 500, and they're in the last wildcard spot. Eli Willits still holding strong on Rookie of the Year, should get that easily. And we have one more episode to wrap up the regular season. And you'll see the Major League debut, Jeremy Dunbar, right here against Luis Morales and I'm going to call him Oakland A's. And I'm going to give him a good amount of at-bats for the rest of the season. I don't know that he'll be on the playoff roster. We'll just have to wait and see. Could use him over Chaparro, but we've got so many left-handed bats. But we've got games against Miami at the end, Atlanta, so we'll be affecting their playoff spots. Yankees are under 500, Angels are under 500, Phillies are not in the race, Toronto is not in the race, Colorado is in the race. So we only have 3 games against Colorado, 4 games against Atlanta, and 3 against Miami that have teams that are over 500. So pretty easy month of September. Just got to quit having bullpen implosions. They're driving me nuts the entire season. So that's going to wrap it up. This episode, hope you guys had fun. A lot of situations in this one. Huge trade deadline, bunch of moves there. We got to see our draft picks, and now we get to see Dunbar's Major League debut before we head into the postseason. If you guys like the content, please like, subscribe, comment, share it out, hit the notification bell so you know when the next episode goes live. You don't want to miss Jeremy Dunbar's Major League debut. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Go Nats.